10 questions to ask before buying a property. Here's a tip. Never ever dive headfirst into any major decision such as investments without asking questions. So the big question is this: how busy professionals and homeowners like us make six-figure profits from the property we own safely by doing it with research, data, and numbers. How do we buy in a way without complications and half-guessing, regardless of the market conditions, and still remain profitable? That is the question. Here, I will share with you exactly what we do and how we do it. My name is Edmund, and welcome to Singapore Real Estate Insider. Hello everyone here and welcome back to Singapore Real Estate Insider. You may be leaning towards investing in a property unit right now thanks to our previous videos. But before jumping in, here are a few things to ask. I'm Edmund Tan here, and let me talk about that in this latest Singapore Real Estate Insider episode. There's a lot more to purchasing a private property than meets the eye. So it's important to have as much grasp of the process as possible because you wouldn't want to be caught in a complicated situation and have nowhere to go by asking the right questions. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button now so you can get real-time updates and learn how to make wise investments for yourself and your family through properties. Let me share with you 10 questions you need to ask yourself and your agent before buying a property. Number 1, am I prepared for this? And I don't only mean financially ready, although that's the biggest part of the preparation. But you also need to ask yourself if you're prepared to commit to a long-term payment scheme, no matter what happens, mentally and emotionally. Point number 2, what is my purpose for my property? Have a clear intention for the property you plan to purchase. Will you be living there? If so, are you planning to raise a family and will need a bigger space in the long run? Or is it strictly for investment? And will you be selling in after a few years? Your answer to this will more or less drive all your decision moving forward. Number 3, which properties would I like to live in or invest in? There are many options to choose from, so scout locations and units and then create a list of at least the top 5 choices you might go for. Number 4, where am I moving? If you have every intention to live in a unit, plan your move ahead. Other than hoarding all your items from one place to the other, there may be other matters to see through. You might need to recalibrate work and school arrangements if the location is too far from an existing one. And from there, you will also need to decide what to do with your current home if you own one. Will you be selling it? Will you be renting it out? Will you need a temporary home in between? Number 5, do I have payables I need to clear off? Run an inventory of your credit cards, loans, and see how far along you are paying in off all of them. I don't need to elaborate on the large sum of payments you need to take care once you have purchased a property, and it's beneficial to start with a clean, fresh state. Also, due to the total debt servicing ratio (TDSR), any unpaid loans will impact your credit score and affect how much you can loan for your new place. Try to pay off everything at least a year before buying a house. Point 6, which banks offer the lowest loan rates? Research the local banks for your home loan and inquire about their interest rates, payment schemes, and how much they can lend you. Get approval in principle for your loan ahead. Preparing this will mean that you will have financing for your home. Otherwise, you will clamor for one when the bills come. It's good to know that your initial deposit for the home is non-refundable, so make sure that the rest of the payables will be taken care of with a bank loan. Number 7, what is the property's URA master plan? Get an idea about what might happen to your property and its surrounding in the future. A URA master plan will show you potential developments and other changes that might happen to your environment in the future. This will impact your property value in the future and your lifestyle if you choose to live in your condo, the views, the accessibility, and if you're investing, your possible competition if other condos are rising in the next couple of years. Number 8, what do I need to pay for? Before you write a check for your down payment, ask if the rate upfront covers your stamp duties as well and other hidden charges if they are included. You will need to pay the first 5% of your property in cash and the rest is up to financing. However, suppose the stamp duties and other responsibilities are not included in your own quotation. In that case, you might be surprised by these payments at every turn. What's more, you won't be able to loan more than what you initially applied for due to the TDSR. Number 9, will I be sharing this property? Some property purchases are made with co-borrowers. If you intend to go about your investors this way, Ask your co-borrowers their intentions and decide on your long-term plans for the future. You have two manners of holding it. Number 1, joint tenancy, where all co-borrowers are considered a single entity owning the property. Number 2, tenancy in common, where the co-borrowers may have different shares depending on their agreement. This will involve an conveyancing lawyer who will go through the legal processes with all of you, from drafting the agreements to executing them upon completion of payment. Number 10, will I be renovating? In cases of resale properties, there will be a few things you will probably want to change or upgrade. It's good to have an idea of what you want in the unit, and more importantly, if you have the money to pay for them. Some alterations will not cost much and may be done with a little bit of DIY, but if you are reconfiguring the place, you want to have a professional look at your plans and draft a proposal for the expenses before you actually do it. So do you have other questions in mind? I would love for you to comment them below or message us directly for more detailed information about buying a property. We are glad to walk you through the whole process and assist you in every way. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and be notified about the next video.